Hello, good evening, everyone. This is your own very good daughter, obedient daughter, friend, sister, Princess Ifem on Heritage TV. Now, this is one-on-one with Princess on Heritage TV. As you all know, I have so many dignitaries in my corner. I have the creme de la cremes that come to this country from our lovely country, and we try to grab them, run towards them, to hold them. So I have to usher in an important personality, somebody that you and I know as a very honorable person. And this is in the person of His Royal Majesty, Oba Isiaka, Olajide Ajede, Ogiri Madagbo of Ilodo, Ijebu Mushin, Ogun State. I hope I pronounced it well. My Kabiesi, you're welcome, sir. I've got to greet you like
Thank you very much.
Your daughter.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Good evening.
It's a great honor.
Thank you.
It's a very great honor. I'm very privileged to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Pleasure.
I didn't believe it when I requested that I want to see him, and I was granted that request. I feel so good, and I bless the name of the Lord who made it possible for him to come out here. You all know that the weather is very cold.
Very harsh.
To bring, you heard him, he said it's very harsh.
Yeah.
To bring somebody like this out to the studio. Thank you once again.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Now, it will please me for you to introduce yourself better. Tell us a bit more of yourself, sir.
Well, like you have rightly said, I am Kabiyesi Oba Isiaka Olajide Ajede. I'm the Ogiri Madagbo of Ilodo in Ijebu Mushin. Ijebu Mushin is in Ijebu East local government of Ogun State. Well, before I ascended the throne, I was practicing engineering and a businessman, an industrialist, and a farmer. But I still do my engineering because man must work.
Wow.
Must keep body and soul together.
That's true.
And I'm a farmer. My community is a remote one in Ijebu Mushin. We can say it's like a boundary town of Ijebu Mushin in the axis of Ijebu Northeast. We're the boundary town with Ishoyin, which is in Ijebu Northeast. And I'm trying my best there because the buck ends on my table as the traditional ruler of the community. There's a lot that I will say along that line as the interview goes on.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
That's so great. As many of you who used to watch, what was that program, Kabiyesi, in Nigeria those days? You know, when you hear Kabiyesi, the Yoruba community.
Abule Oja.
Is it Abule Oja? Not Chief Zebudaya, no.
No, not Zebudaya. It's There's Eleyimi.
Eleyimi, Chief Eleyimi.
Eleyimi and Kabiyesi, at least Abuleoja.
And Kabiyesi. When they come around, you know how the Yoruba communities respect them.
Yeah.
I really love Yorubas for that. When it comes to culture, they know how to respect, to show respect. In fact, if not that we're in the studio, I should be lying down to greet the Oba, the Kabiyesi. For him to be around you, it's a very big honor. So I feel honored. For you out there who is watching me today, I know that my level has changed though. My level has changed to have Kabiyesi here on my program. Oh my God, God is faithful. Yeah. Oh, Kabiyesi, tell us about your family life. Handling your family. I believe you're married.
Of course. I beg your pardon. I'm a handsome man. Let me say that.
Oh.
Look at me properly.
Of course,
ladies
I know.
will follow me.
Even me, I want to
not
follow.
To say that I am an Oba.
Yes.
Educated Oba. Highly educated.
Highly educated. An engineer.
Don't let me go into that. That's a story of another day.
Okay.
So definitely women will follow me.
That's true.
When an educated person speaks, you will see in him knowledge.
The intellectual.
And you ladies, you admire somebody who is brilliant.
Brilliant and handsome.
And handsome. Yes, you are saying it.
Brilliant and handsome.
Thank you very much.
And then cash in the pocket.
Oh, yes.
Well,
I have people, so definitely I am rich.
Beautiful. So, my Igbo people used to say, Onye nwere mmadụ ka onye nwere ego. He who has ego is money. Mmadụ is people.
People, okay.
He who has people around him is better than he who has money.
Yes.
You
sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's exactly what
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right.
I can move mountains because I know people.
Because you know. Yeah. It's only but they call a phone call away, and the money will come.
I'm telling you.
And that's it. So women are just, how were you able to handle it? I know it's not easy for somebody of your caliber being married. I know you have so many challenges about women who want to be in that same position that your wife is. How were you able to control it? You're married to two wives, isn't it? Or three or four?
That's how to put it. I have so many women in my life. So many women have passed through me.
Through you?
Yeah, my first wife, now deceased. A friend. I had one issue for me. Not married to me.
Okay.
Then my present senior Olori. And about 20-something years after our marriage, I took on the second one.
Okay, 27?
20. I can't calculate the period now. But okay, I married her in 1997. And I married the second wife last year.
Wow.
So that's a very wide gap.
It's a wide gap, yeah. So
but there's a reason.
There's a reason, okay. Do you want to tell us, please?
Oh, well, yes. Why not? You see, when you are married to a woman, you are married to her. But exigencies of improvements in life will probably make that marriage to have some hiccups. And when you are talking of exigencies, it's not that you have issues with the woman. Maybe the woman is doing well. And once your wife is doing well, you don't want to scuttle her progress. But you should not also sacrifice your own pleasure or your own comfort. You know, you women, at the time you are succeeding in life, your children are growing up, they're having children, and so on and so forth. The fellow who suffers at home is the dad. Now, I, as an Oba, my job is not that of a clerical person or a lack of weight, that as I will put it. I'm a traditional ruler with responsibility with the need to be comfortable and to receive attention. Because my house is a rendezvous of people, activities, and so on and so forth. So I need a woman with me at all times. I'll tell you, before I took the second wife, I don't know where they put what and what that can even entertain anybody. I've never been to the kitchen. I have no business there. I don't know how to make a bar. Can't make rice, and I cannot afford to say I want to have a cook. The reason is simple. You know, there are people can be funny. You as an Oba, don't think that all those who say Kabiyesi love you totally. So you have to live your life with some security consciousness, so that so it's better for you to have somebody that is responsible for your well-being, food, and so on and so forth. It's always with you, and that's it. So, and I called my first wife. I told her, I said, no, because it's not good for you to surprise a woman. It's not good for you to disappoint her just like that. For me, it's a sin. You know, a woman that loves you, suddenly she just hears from outside, your husband has a woman that is another wife to him, or living so place. So that shock can result into anything, and that would be a sin. So for me, I called her. I told her, I said, well, I'm doing this. She asked for the reason. She's a university professor. She has a PhD. In fact, she's doing her matriculation. Graduation. It's a convocation of PhD in industrial labor at University of Ibadan on Friday, and tomorrow the first lady of the country is giving her an award for her activities in helping other women and so on and so forth. Because when I told her I was going to take a second wife, and she asked me the reason, and I told her, she said, okay, can I leave this and come and stay with you? I said, no. I said, because you are making progress, and it will be unreasonable of me to truncate your progress. Let us have a meeting point. Let us agree. Don't let us disagree. If you want to enjoy me, if you want the best out of me, agree with me. And I will make sure that whoever it takes, whoever I bring in, you know, will give you respect and so on and so forth. So that's why that gap is there. The women of nowadays they are looking for some other things. They believe Kabiyesi has money, so they are pursuing him because of that. So I was searching. I searched for a long time until I got this my second wife.
Wow.
And I wasn't staying at home. Always in the club for relaxation, which I found not a good thing. I know within myself that going to the club all the time is not good. It's not good for me as a person because it will enable me to be drinking, and that can injure my health. And it's not good for my position in the society. People will just look at you as a man that can be always drinking and so on and so forth, or carrying women. That is not a good image
For your personality.
for my position. And I explained all that to her, and she agreed. And that's why there's peace at home.
Wow.
And then she's available to pursue her career with full seriousness. When she went to defend her PhD in UI, I went with my junior wife to give her some support. Of course, I came late, by virtue of my position. I wouldn't go there to be the first comers. But I joined them, waited for me, I joined them. After that, we entertained some of their professors and colleagues and so on and so forth. It was a very beautiful thing. And I'm going to be with her again on Friday. Immediately I land in Nigeria, by the grace of God, on Thursday. Following day, I'm off to jollificate, if I can say that, with her, with her certificate and her PhD academic gown.
Wow.
And I will go with my second wife. She must be part of it because it's a single family. The running of the family depends on me.
That's true.
Yeah, and if you want peace, you do the running very well. So that at least there will be peace all the time. I don't go out again now, at least at home.
Oh, that's good.
No, unless.
So you achieved your aim.
Oh yes, and it gives me good health. I eat. I used to eat junks. Since my wife wouldn't be at home, I would have taken breakfast, and then I would just eat anything in the club. That was affecting my health. But now, once I wake up in the morning, my junior wife gives me water to drink to clean my system. Then she makes a smoothie of different fruits for me. That's enough for me for breakfast. And then at about 1 or 2, I take my lunch. And then maybe light something for dinner. At times, no need. I've come down. I used to be fat. But now I've come down. Good physique, good health, no high BP again, no high sugar level again. So I'm healthy.
Wow.
And strong.
Very
Very strong.
Very strong.
Yes.
That's good. So you're able to perform your other rooms.
Oh, sure. According to Mr. President.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. President.
Yes.
You must perform your other rooms.
Oh, there's no doubt about that one.
Wow.
No additive needed.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Kabiesi.
Yeah.
How long have you been married to the second?
It was not up to a year. It was
Not up to a year.
It was December last year.
So it's just very fresh.
Fresh.
Oh my God! No wonder your skin is
Glowing.
Ha. Now, wow.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm sure everyone out there.
And the applications for number 3, I don't know how I can even scrutinize them because this number 2 has not even settled down properly. I don't understand.
So you're not
But,
sure you want to do number 3?
I am sure I will do number 3. Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Kabiyesi, is this a cultural thing or it's a personal thing going into polygamy?
You know,
You remember you said polygamy is a game.
Sure, yeah.
And I would like you to explain it to all our viewers who are watching today, because marriages today are not working out. A lot of homes are in.
They are not working out because we are not realistic.
Okay.
The expectations of women, especially the number 1 women in the union, the expectation is too high. They are claiming too much right on that position, forgetting that the man is the driver of that boat. Is the captain of the ship. He is very, very important. He is important in staying healthy. He is important in being rich. Look at Abiola, highly educated man, big-time businessman. He married Doyin Abuaba because of his interest in journalism, and he set up Concord Press. Okay. I think Doyin Abuaba was probably working for Daily Times as a features editor or something like that. Now, I'm sure. I hope my information is correct. But I know that Abiola eventually married Doyin Abiola to come and manage Concord Press for him. So people, our fathers in those days went into polygamy for so many reasons. And that makes it cultural. Not to now talk of another social person, another who is a businessman, traditional ruler. His responsibilities will be so many that there is always something for a woman to do and be in charge of.
Okay. Well, you mean a division of labor?
Yes, sure. If my first wife is doing a conference in the US, for example, of research I've been traveling about, with my permission anyway, South Africa, this, that, this, in relation to her chosen career, she needs our support. But I am also important. I can't be a follow husband. I'm too big for that. So I must be taken care of. And that is, for me, I can't negotiate that.
So we thought maybe that's what the children are there for.
The children are scattered about.
Okay.
They're grown up. Will I bring my daughter who is here in UK to come and look after me?
Come and look after you.
No. The second wife has that duty. Looking after me, doing her own business too, because I cannot marry an idle woman who is not.
Oh, that's good. I was thinking when you said that the second wife is there to, cover all the areas, or the areas that the first wife cannot cover because of her own personal.
Yeah, but in addition to that is the fact that she must also be doing something.
Doing something.
She must bring something. Must put something on the table.
And that's why.
You know, before people like me, that's a personal something. before you can marry me, you must put something on the table. I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm very serious about that. I'm not cheap. No, just talk me, sweet talk. You say I love you. What are you contributing? What are you bringing to the table?
Wow.
Which will be mutually beneficial
to
both of us.
Okay.
To you, to me. Then the happiness will be there.
So tell us now, is that the reason why you said polygamy is a game?
Of course, it's a game, because you can see I've explained all that. Number 3 is coming in. And number 3 is coming in again. She's bringing something on the table. That's game.
So you've already seen the number 3?
Well, we are talking.
Okay, the number 3
we are talking,
is on the way.
and can I tell you, I briefed number 2 about it.
And she has no choice anyway. If the number 1...
If she wants to be happy, she should just keep quiet. But I'm not hiding it away from her. I'm not hiding it away from her because I don't think there's a proverb in Yoruba that says, I think now for Obo, once your teeth are removed, it's because you have no courage to show it.
Oh.
So don't cover it. Your teeth are removed, they are removed. So why are you covering it?
Oh, wow.
Anybody that does not like somebody who doesn't have teeth, teeth should remove his or her eyes from you.
That's a good one. Anyway, we want to go on a short break, and then when we come back, we'll talk about restructuring of Nigeria, what the Kabiyesi thinks of it, if there should be a restructure in Nigeria. So we'll go on a short break now. Please subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Heritage TV, or you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Heritage Television. And if you want to give us a call to be part of this show, the number is 0208 0046 100. 0208 0046 100. Or better still, send me an email on princessifem@heritagetelevision.co.uk. Bless you. Don't go away, stay tuned. We'll come back to the second segment.
Heritage Television. Promoting African culture and heritage at its best. From talk shows that concern you to both local and international news that relates to you. From grassroots football to African children's programs. Heritage Television. We cover your social and special events like weddings, birthdays, church anniversaries, and so on, and broadcast them live on our apps and online. Heritage Television, broadcasting everything about culture and heritage. Heritage Television. We've got it covered. Do download our apps on both Android, iOS, and Windows mobile platform. Heritage Television, your very own TV station.
Hello, welcome back to Princess Ifem Show here on Heritage Television. We are here to bring you things about the culture, the lifestyle, and our rich language. Are you out there? Are you proud of who you are? Are you proud of where you're from? Are you proud of your culture? You need to let us know. Today, as I spoke earlier, I introduced the important personnel in my corner, in person of the Royal, the HRM, which is
His Royal Majesty.
Which is, you can see my mouth is so heavy to pronounce it. That's to tell you exactly who this person is. So it's HRM, His Royal Majesty Oba Engineer Isiaka Alajide Ajade Ogirimadagbo of Ilodo, Ijebu Mushin, Ogun State. I am not Yoruba, but at least I am trying. I could pronounce it well. Kabiyesi, did I?
Yes, you are trying.
Thank you, sir. Welcome back to the second segment.
Thank you very much.
Where today, right now, we want to be talking about the restructuring of Nigeria. What do you think about it? A lot of people are agitating. You know about the Biafrans, you know, all the killings. People are complaining of hunger. They're saying that the national level is not reaching the local governments, and the local governments or the governors are not reaching the local government. The local government are the ones to see the masses, the poor masses, on the local level. So what do you think about the restructuring of Nigeria?
Well, of course, it's very clear to everybody that all is not well in our country.
Kabiyesi said all is not well
That
in
is
that country.
It's obvious. Everybody has been saying it, and everybody cannot be wrong. I live in the country, and I know what is happening with the common man. So something is wrong. But that does not mean that we should separate and divide the country.
Okay.
That's not reasonable either. I used to laugh at those people fighting for Biafra. You know, that they don't even know how to go about it.
Oh.
And that brings the issue of restructuring as the alternative. It is very clear that the resources of this country are not being managed properly in retrospective of various areas where they come from. That's why some people talk of making sure that what comes from their area is exclusive for them. And probably the federal government, you know, just takes a fraction of it for management purposes, you know. So, can you imagine that coming to this issue of all the governors have put aside the issue of politics, to come together to talk about to talk about
the issues that are going on.
Yes,
in Nigeria.
Because in those days, I'm not a young man. I mean, when we were in regions, resources from the various regions were being used by the various premiers. We were using premiers at that time. Zik for East, Awo for West, Sadauna for North. Well, the resources were used to develop those areas. It's not as it is now. For me, what is even happening as for our National Assembly, for me, is most annoying. Because I believe the National Assembly people are just taking money from the revenue of the country for doing nothing. And once they are not able to have access to money, there will be fight. You know. So definitely, once there is once each region takes care of its resources, the issue of National Assembly will definitely be off. I'm sure will be off. And if they are not even off, they will not be as strong as they are now, whereby the Emma of Kano, Shanusi, I have a speech made by him in which he analyzed the misplaced priority of paying the National Assembly members such huge money and how such money can impact on common Nigeria. You know. So definitely not separating, but having the center as weak, but the various regions, 6, we can identify now, you know, are so restructured in that they can control their own economy, they can control their own fortune, they can impact very well on their people. It's not that the central pause at the federal and some people that are not making any contribution are just having access to it. I can see all our governors of different parties coming together on this. And I think, I know you are able, tell your people, they shouldn't talk about separation again. They should put more emphasis on the issue of restructuring. So that the revenues, you see, restructuring will make our politicians think deeply on how to tap from what is available in their immediate environment and turn it into, for example, I'm an Oba. I have a community that I run. I am making the development of my community not to depend on government. And I'm doing it. It's possible. I'm achieving results. I'm here for this one month.
There's a fundraising event.
Yes, and I know what we have got. We only have sent home. I have given out instructions on what they should do before I arrive on Thursday. And I promise our people here that by December, they will see action. I didn't need to wait on government. If they come, they are welcome. If they don't come, I don't miss them. So similarly, look at what is happening in Lagos State. There is a very good drive for revenue generation in Lagos State. I appreciate them. They don't need to rely on federal government at all. There was a time when Obasanjo didn't pay Tinubu, for one reason or the other. He withdrew their allocation. But Tinubu cut off the bluff and was running the government. That's how it should be done. You don't need to go car in hand and be begging federal government for everything for every revenue that you want. They have turned the revenue of that federal government into what everybody should rely upon. That's not good. It doesn't create room for thinking deeply and creating additional alternative sources of income.
Okay. With your personal, with your position as the king, what role can you play to help bring this issue of restructuring to place?
Definitely what I'm saying now will reach out to the whole world. That's a contribution. That's a contribution. And politicians come to us and we tell them, we speak with them.
The truth.
Yes.
Because some of, like in my community, some people have sold their birthright. Some of the leaders there, even the elders, they do not open up, they don't say the truth. They are being bought with wealth, money, bribe. They give them some kind of money and everybody will keep quiet. You know, I thank God you could come to this show, to my show today, to speak to the whole world.
Yeah.
They're listening. All the Nigerians out there, no matter where you are, Kabiesi has said it, is not just waiting for the federal government to come. You can use what is around you and turn things around. But the issue of restructuring, he said it is very important that we do it. But he's still pleading and advising the Igbos that the way they are going about it, that is my people, is not the best.
At all.
That they should, you know, calm down and do it the other way around. And probably things will get better.
Yeah.
And that would be, we'll come to the end of the show today. Kabiesi, what do you have to tell the Nigerians who are listening to you right now?
Well, we can only pray for whoever is leading us. That God should direct them well. And when you are saying I should speak to Nigerians, I should also speak to the politicians. One thing that annoys me most is that many politicians, many of them, they come to this UK or they go to America. They see what operates in these places. But they don't come back home. Only few of them come back home to put in place what they have met here. I want to appeal to our politicians, because it is when the politicians behave well that people will be happy. So I want to appeal to them that they should count themselves lucky for being put in charge of the affairs of their various areas, either federal or state or local government, and do everything, do utmost best to ensure that dividends of democracy, good things are available to our people. I went to Northampton on Sunday. I was like, not everywhere you go around the UK here. I know UK is a very old country in terms of development. They are overdeveloped country. But we can also develop. We shouldn't be diverting the money meant for development into something nice, into private pockets. They should face what will be beneficial to the people. And they must also work on the economy. During the time of PDP, the economy was very buoyant. The growth was significant. During this APC, it's the other way around. And it's because some people in position are not doing what they should do. And I appeal to them, because there's nothing you can say to our people. Our people are aggrieved. They are aggrieved because of the dismal performance of our politicians. So it is our politicians that have found themselves in the affairs of our people that we should appeal to their conscience to try their best to ensure that the people are made happy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kabisi. I'm afraid my time is up. Unfortunately, we can't continue right now. Please, if you love this program and you want to sponsor me, please contact me, send me an email to Princess Ifem Show at heritagetelevision.co.uk, or call the number on the screen. It's 0208 0046 100. Please don't forget, this is Princess Ifem Show. Thank you, Kabesi, for coming. And I have a good news for Nigerians who are looking for a job. If you know you have an experience as a healthcare officer or a healthcare personnel, you can manage a home as a manager, please contact me on the number, or you send me an email. There is a very fat salary that comes with it. God bless you. Once again, this is Princess Ifem Show. Watch out for next episode. God bless you. Bye.